All right, everyone, welcome back. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. Sit back in that big easy chair of yours, or in your office cubicle, or at your Starbucks, or your favorite restaurant, wherever you may be, your kitchen, your living room, the toilet, the John as they call it. Kick back with your favorite beverage, not in the John, hopefully. Today I have a cherry bubbly, and my go-to snack, my hot tamales. No, I don't need a pack of these, just a couple here and there in case I need a little sugar boost, So, again, make sure you're nice and comfy because this is the best part of your day. The day where you get to see something amazing and you can detach yourself from the stress and pressures of the world. You don't have to worry about the anxieties of all the nonsense that the news, real, fake, or otherwise, will push down your proverbial throat these days. And let's look at something that's so amazing. The greatest space toy ever made in Greece, and nobody even knew this existed until maybe a year and a half ago. I think it was about a year and a half ago. So before we get started, I'm going to ask you, do me a favor. If you're a lurker, right, and you're like, who is this dude and what is he talking about? If you'd like to learn more, if you want to educate yourself, if you want to learn the historical nature of toys and their importance and significance and just be part of the cool kids, right? Not part of the sheep, not part of the lemmings or the herd. It's very easy for you to raise your IQ probably 10 points by just hitting the subscribe button. It floats throughout the whole video, or you can do it right now where it says subscribe. And it's free too. A lot of other places, right, that have this kind of amazing content would probably charge you, but not here. So anyway, with that out of the way, and hopefully whatever platform you're looking at. And by the way, we did achieve some milestones. I won't cover them now because I may cover them in other videos. So, but with all this nonsense out of the way, and let me take one sip of my bubbly. And it's just a plain bubbly. I didn't spike it with anything yet. We have here a toy that was on eBay out of the blue. In 36 years of collecting, I had never seen this thing. And one day, this thing pops up on eBay, and I was like flabbergasted and blown away just from the box art alone, because this is reminiscent of the Linemar Space Express, although it's a lot larger. And this is a big toy. It's what I call a bat toy, a big-ass toy. So let me show you by grabbing it with two hands. This box is absolutely stunning here. Well, I can see I might as well keep it further back. Let's see what it would be a good angle. You know what? Let me move the toy out of the way for now. Get the box a little better in frame. So this is the mechanical moon station, and it says AA. It's not Alcoholics Anonymous. That's probably something that would benefit me. I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Or is it? You saw my bar. And it's so loaded with goodness, this box art. I was just floored. And I think a lot of collectors were. They're like, what the hell? And it went for a good buck. And I have a pretty good idea who bought it. And he's probably sitting back right now saying, how the hell did he find one of these? But I did. Ha, ha. Because you know what? Nothing will deter me from finding the best of the best. And it just really spectacular because you have a lunar escape here. You have a flying saucer here. It looks like Earth versus flying saucers. You have a classic 50s rocket. You have the nacelles. Is that what they call them? The nacelles, the fins on the side. Nice rivet details. You have all these cool astronauts. And it's, again, a Greek toy. And nobody knew this existed. Look at these radar towers here. They're beaming instructions like, yo, make sure those stupid Americans don't know we have this cool toil here. And you know something, my ancestors, I have some family in southern Italy, and they did a genealogy trace. And they traced our lineage all the way back over 600 years to like a Greek Greek family that had immigrated to southern Italy, if you could believe that. Now, I don't know how accurate it is, but anyway, this is one of the most beautiful space boxes I have ever seen in my life, bar none for sure. And now I even looked at this. This is the way they made this kind of like corner tucked in. Because I asked the seller, are you sure this is real? They're like, yep. So I went on the Alphadrome database. And by the way, he said it, well, the Alphadrome database described this as possibly a Pheno toy. So I don't know if the AA logo stands for that. Now the thing is that it's number 63. So are there other toys with this AA logo on them? I haven't seen any, but then again, I don't really have any other Greek space toys. There's some Greek robots that are like knockoffs of the Japanese or rebranded, one or the other. Vintage, like the W robot, I think is one of them. So I have no idea if, this is definitely looks like kind of an exclusive toy, but I have no idea if they manufactured, have a line of their own, this AA, so-called, right? So now the actual station here, it's friggin' awesome. Look at this. It's, I'm going to take out the rocket and the Sputnik-style satellite, and look at this. Look at this inner disc here. Oop. You got, like, rockets, Saturn, stars. We got kind of a space jet, I guess. And now the outer ring here is more like a kind of a NASA scene in the country. That this guy going to fuel up the rocket, I guess. And you have it's kind of hard to get to the ring, but it's just such cool lithography. You got a rocket up here. They're out in the farmland because nobody wants to like shoot rockets off where it's going to blow up a city, right? And then you have also a globe in the center here. It's just really spectacular. And the bottom, I can show you now without the thing. It's kind of like a gold finish. Really, really neat. And this thing is spinning around here. Now, as for the rocket itself, very cool. It says U2 on it. Not the band. It wasn't made in the name of love. Or was it? Maybe it was made in the name of love by U2. And here is your satellite. Now, one thing, there's a couple of nubs that are kind of like ground out. I noticed on the one in the Alphadrome database, it had some like spikes, almost like antennas. So could it be that a couple of those spikes broke off of this? It's possible. It's very possible. But there's, what's his name? Lakeisha, the dog that was in Sputnik. That's why it's a kind of a Sputnik inspired. So my guess is late 50s on this, possibly early 60s. And when you wind it, you have to take the key out in order, because or else the key acts as a stopper. See if it'll hit. And, that's the look at this thing. It's kind of big, so it's hard to really show you all the details. But I think I did a good job giving you the gist here. So let's wind it up and hope that it works pretty nicely. And it'll... It's like most toys. Once you coax it... Let's see if we can coax any more action out of it. That's why it's so easy to overwind these toys. You see how much action is actually left? So anyway, my friends, that is your mechanical moon station by possibly Pheno Toys, made in Greece. And I have no doubt this is the absolute greatest space toys ever made out of Greece, for sure. Now, it could possibly be one of the top space toys of all time. With the box in combination, I'd say it's definitely a top 20, for sure. I mean, the Japanese made so many great ones that it would almost be impossible if you start lining them up. But given all the circumstances, this is definitely, came out of the blue. It was a complete shock and surprise to most people when they saw this. So now you are in the know. You know that there's this cool, amazing toy, and you can hunt for your very own like I did. So with that, if you like this, don't forget to please thumb up the video. That would be your first job. Your second job would be to leave a remark and let me know what you think of this toy. If you like it and you'd like to find more non-Japanese tin-related space toys. And finally, your third and most important job, if you're not a subscriber, is to please subscribe to the channel. You will be glad you did, whatever platform you're on. And with that, thanks as always for your time. It is greatly appreciated, and I will talk to you later.